specialist crew, a beacon of light, will work to unravel secrets entwined. Lore with her care and lust for life, turning the cogs in her curious mind. Scales that tell stories of times long past. Deep in the echo, her interest is cast. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Sail on a siren with feathers adorned, seeks to maintain her graceful form. A voice that weaves tales across the sky, relaying the dreams that never die. Renick the brain with numbers and might, forearms for eyes in the cosmic night. Stoic and with numerical grace, in Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Pollux and Castor, the skillful pair, always the team with starry hair, with a bond so strong in the vast expanse, unveiling the secrets in cosmic dance. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an age-old mystery, and Lockstitch holds the key.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 24 of season 4. We are starting today off we are in the Celestial Sea in the area around Haven. Due to work that has happened with the Wayweavers, figuring out where the pirates are going and who the pirates are attacking, and help from Arthur, Krieg, Vidra, in that ridiculous game of interviewing pirates at the Clove Cove, we figured out that there is a pirate leader that is named for the episode we will go back to episode 1 of the next. This is episode 24 of the Starborne Melody, and which I should probably just say. But anyway, we know that there is a large pirate, and large in both ways. He has a very large presence, and he's a real big guy. He's about a 12-foot tall fox man using an incredibly powerful relic for a hammer. He calls himself the Shaper. We have seen him remake items in front of him. They don't change what material that they are, but they change their form entirely. That is his level of magic. We have learned a couple of things that Ammon, one of the players today, knows about the Shaper from legends or rumors, kind of like he's the boogeyman of the desert where Ammon's from. And he has said that he's from the Oasis, and Ammon knows about the Oasis, as that is a place that Nyx and Ammon know about. It has special water that glows. And then, so yeah, you all have gotten word that some of the pirates, this is because of the Wayweaver's success, you guys know about this. You guys have made contacts, and this is a lot of you's work have made contacts with parts of the criminal aspects around Haven, the people who live outside the city, but they do crimes, including one's a really bad doctor. But anyway, they have called on you for help. So, I will introduce the players. All right. So we've got Bamin, played by Matt.
Hello, what's up?
We got Pim, played by Carrie.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And we've got Ammon, played by Tofu.
Hello, hello.
And we got Howl, played by Lancer.
Hello.
Excellent. So, the criminal enterprise that has sent you all a message, they have also a delivery for Bamin to start selling at his shop. This is Salamander 4th. And this is Malpractice. Malpractice is just here, doing just shopping. But this is the black market outside of, I think it's just called the Desert Market. It's these buildings down here. Like outside of Haven proper. But these homes were never fully built, but these people have made them their homes anyway. And so Sally Forth has brought out crate after crate of things for Beef and his compatriots, the cottage pie gang, for Bamin to sell. And they're just like, what kind of items do we think that they are, Bamin, that are now going for sale in your shop? I don't think that these are big magical items. I think they're kind of more like rare foods or clothing or furs from other sides of the world.
Yeah, so yeah, like you said, there's these sparkly pants that someone brought me. There's Scour. Scour came over wearing one of them. It's this hat. It's a fedora that actually has a train that goes around it, and that's what he's currently wearing. And I got one of those, so that's for sale. And
Okay.
yeah, and there's fruit. We got all this fruit. However, the fruit does have a glowing green mist around it, but I wouldn't worry about it. I've been told it's fine. And there is this flute. I don't know how this got in there with everything, but there is a flute. So if is anyone feeling musical this evening, someone brought me a flute. It does not look magical. I think by all means, it's just a flute.
Scour is like digging through the stuff. It's just like you see him like pulling out his little notebook, marking off the tallies. I think Scour has gotten like really into the accounting of the black market stuff. And just
Checks
like, oh,
out.
he's like, good. And he's just like, well, a little light on this box here. You were supposed to have like X weight of the glowing fruit, and you only have Y weight. Just like currently arguing with the shipper. But so while he's doing that, this is Sally Forth, and Sally Forth has many talents. Number one is to not see things, and number two is to keep his mouth shut. But even everybody knowing those talents of Sally, he walks up to you and he's just like, okay. Also, everybody, if we're not making it known that we are the Wander Crew while we are here, what are we wearing? It's like, what is Pim's not you don't have to disguise yourself. Not really. It doesn't have to be a full-blown disguise. Just like, what is your I'm out to the market wear?
Um, I would say that Pim is probably trying to like cover up a little bit. So maybe she's like folded her wings down, being like slightly less Pimmy. Um, and she's probably wearing some nice robes. And just getting a little bit more cover. She might have something kind of draped over her ears and have her ears drooped down. So you probably obviously gonna see like the antlers, but she probably has some like drapery over the antlers and things like that, and almost like a veil, kind of like near her face. Like you can see the bottom half of her face, but she can see through the top half, kind of like a light linen.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. That's kind of how I picture the spice traders from Alkali and further south. They wear veils in a very similar way. Like we've only seen like some of the male ones, like Karam is dressed with his like turban when he's dressed as a spice maker, a spice dealer. Like if we had seen like say Bola dressed like that, there would be a veil because veils are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
All right, absolutely. What's Howl's like streetwear?
I think Howl's wearing like a long coat, kind of like Sally Forth has on, with sleeves. He's covering his tattoos because that's a pretty, you see them and only Howl has those, so he's covering those up.
I love it. Ammon? Ammon, you don't have a lot that says uniform on you, but you are pretty, like, distinct yourself.
Amon's probably covered up a lot of like the jewelry and stuff with like maybe a longer like scarf shawl over him that's kind of hooded, kind of baggier clothing, and just like more scarves and like wraps and stuff, kind of like a desert wanderer kind of vibe.
Oh yeah, fully. And Bamin, do you change your outfit?
Bamin is like he's got like a vest on. It's like a tactical vest with like nothing on underneath that tactical vest. Kind of like Schwarzenegger in Predator, like he's kind of he looks like he's in more of a combat travel mode. Not as much clothes as Bamin's normally used to though. It's for agility. And it's hot out.
It is this desert is like the desert outside of Haven is warm, even though the sun is very sporadic. It the night sky around here fades to a different night sky a lot. It just happens. Like you'll be watching one set of constellations and they will slowly fade out and become a different set of constellations. Cardinal directions always remain the same, but sometimes the sky will be rotating a different direction when you're out in these deserts. It's like that is kind of a nightmare about like moving around this area. And Sally Amanda Forth is just looking back and forth, and just like, oh, and Scour's wearing shiny pants and a fedora with a train on it. Scour is not in disguise.
Yeah, we kind of hear like do a little choo choo every now and then. He's wandering around.
It's just checking everybody's boxes. Really loses his air of authority when the train makes its way to the front and little puffs of smoke are coming out of it.
Very whimsical.
So Sally's just like, okay. It's just like, I work with some of your friends. You don't need to tell me who you are. I already know enough, and I know enough to keep my mouth shut. But I think I have some information that might be vital to you. It's just like, don't get me wrong, I don't love the stiff shirts in Haven, but I don't want this desert taken over by a less respectful crowd, if you understand my meaning. And he's like, he pulls out just a drawing of a flag, and you see it's a black flag, but where it looks like a Jolly Roger situation, but where the skull would be, it's an anvil, and where the bones would be, it is a hammer and a tong. You're just like, people are moving items through here, and we've known about them a little bit. We've known about the fire gang, like setting up shop, and like Malpractice here has had some run-ins with a couple of gangs out here trying to make themselves known, but he's encroaching on our territory now. The Shaper is attempting to set up shop in a building to the east. West. In a building to the west. It's just like, it was just some guys, but we've got good word that they're moving in a new tool tonight. Like, it'll be landing off the coast of... I think it's still technically off the coast of Haven, I think, is what they'll say. Like, he's landing right here. And then, once it gets set up, it'll be a real problem. It's like, we don't know exactly what it is, but I think, Carrie, you can make rolls for this. To figure out if any of the other Wayweavers... Are there any Wayweavers in chat right now? Especially any of the ones that have been working on the pirate thing with you.
I think I saw Volpa in chat. And Volpa was there. So it would have been Volpa, Iskra, Kui, and Akana.
Oh no, I killed chat and I don't know how to get it back. Oh, there it is. Whew. Okay, so if Volpa's in the chat, like, they can say things in a second. Give me 2d20. There we are. The first one is going to be yours. The second one is going to be Volpa's.
Okay.
Absolutely, okay. So you both succeeded, but you got the more relevant information anyway. But am I not saying Volpa?
Yeah.
Linear. Yeah. Okay. Pim, you've learned a couple of things. Let me clear this screen real quick so that we can use this one. Okay, arriving tonight is going to be this vehicle.
Oh, great. Yeah, that looks non-threatening.
So this thing is, I want to say it's roughly the size of the sub. It is armed to the teeth.
I want it.
And like, it is a land-based vessel. It was made by the Shaper. Like, we know this, and we have seen it on its path. But you guys both rolled a success about it. Tell me something about this. And Volper, Linear in the chat, can you tell me something else about it? Like, give it a weapon. Or give it armor. Something good though. Like, this thing is scary because X.
I would say the frontmost thing on it here, this thing that almost looks like some sort of a like conductor type deal. is some kind of a cannon. And I would say it's got to do something weird. It can't be just cannon. So what I'm
Would you
gonna say,
you saying this top one here or this
Nope.
bottom one here?
that bottom one, yeah,
Okay, excellent.
that bad boy there. So what I'm gonna say that it does is it actually lets loose like a kind of like a hypersonic sound that is like so ear piercing that anything in its path, and it's like a cone. So anything within that cone, if it is in that path, like we can't hear it, but it almost acts like a dog whistle. Anything within its path is rendered completely helpless. Like it hits you in a way that literally just stuns you and you are just leveled. So it could
Fucking
level a whole city.
hardcore. Jesus. And if Volpus says something in the chat, I will keep my eye out for it. All right, but you did roll a success. So what's a weakness? Like it could be anything from like it doesn't turn well, it has limited ammo, it's slow.
I'm gonna go with it can't. So, it's slow. It's slow.
All right. So we know that it's slow.
She does not look built for speed.
Okay. So it is all, but we do know it is amphibious. That is a necessary part of it. Just so for the game itself. So we're back here. Ammon, can you roll me a 2 20-siders as well? Oh. Huh. That one's real nice, though. Okay.
That's my first one of ever, actually.
Congratulations!
Nice. Okay. So with that one, I think we're gonna come back to it in a second, but
Linear
NPC
did respond.
yeah, oh yeah, I'll read it 1 second. An NPC does show up to the market. They're very small, but I'm making them big so we can all see them and appreciate the adorableness of this guy.
I'm gonna cry.
I'd like to introduce you guys to Cheap.
Oh my god.
Cheap had imagine if it's somewhere between the video games, the mercenary video games, and then a biker gang, and then also a pirate. But one of the fluffiest chickens you've ever seen.
That's a pirate.
He's a pirate for sure. He's got the anvil on his back crossed with the hammer and the tongs. He walks up to Sally Forth's like thing. It's just like taxes, and Sally's just like yes, of course. And he walks up and he like begins like opening his like register or whatever. I think it does look like a really cool 1930s like ching ching register situation. And it comes out and he hands over a bunch of money, and he's just like, "I'll take that too." And you guys see like hung on the wall is an old pickaxe that's just like been worn down almost to the nub. You know what I mean? Like so ancient, so antique. Clearly not for like it's on display but not for sale. And it's like, oh no, and it's like, oh, it's just that just has sentimental value to me. It's just like, and that's what I'm looking for, sentimental value. My girlfriend's dad, some miner. Think he'd love that. Take that. And you do see Sally like go over and pull down the pickaxe and hand it over. And Chief's just like, pleasure doing business with you. And like on his way out of town, he like looks the four of you up and down, but your disguise is Ammon. What do you see suddenly? What vision do you suddenly have that makes your eyes go blue?
Just like a sudden vision.
Yep, just like a sudden vision is what vibe do you suddenly pick up? Is oh, roll me 1d20. That is how much luck we're gonna have this game. Okay, that's a 4. It's like, Ammon, what terrible thing do you see happening later in today's game? You can be vague, but it's a terrible thing. It's not a 1, but it's bad. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Something bad is gonna happen to somebody, but it doesn't happen to you. One of the other 3, or 4 if you count Scour, are going to get hurt. Tell me how.
I think what the vibe that Ammon gets is somebody's falling, and not from a great height.
They just like trip.
Oh no, sorry. It's falling in a dangerous way. It wouldn't be a great height. That is the correct term.
All right, yeah. So, like, yeah, you see it, and then like, Cheap puts his gun down, but like, you see him like looking back and forth at your face, and you all will see this. Like, in as much in his like vagrant disguise as Ammon is, like you can see like a teardrop, but like I'm thinking when these things appear, they are so much thicker than tears. You know what I mean? Like the thicker than blood, the thicker than tears, they don't pour down your face. They slowly like creep. And like you
Kind of like a thick
go,
ooze.
kind of. That's what I've been thinking. That's how I've been envisioning it. But not like oozy. Not gross. You know, just not gross. Cool. Like almost like mercury moving. I try my goddamnedest to never say that word in general, Caustic, just because the word makes me feel weird. But anyway. Howl and Bamin, I think you two are the two in the best position for it. You see Cheap lower his gun as he like looks at Ammon's face. You get a really good you guys both get really good reads on their outfits. Like you can tell how strong they are and how well armored they are. Just by default, like Ammon, not Ammon, Howl, when you see that gun, you know that these guys like mean business.
Okay.
Is there just the one?
There's just one here right now, but I think Bamin, you see an insignia on his like arm that it's like all of the classic roosters crowing in the morning with a sunset on the background, but the rooster's head is missing and it's just like a gout of blood coming out of it.
Okay.
So like that is his like faction emblem. That is like the group he belongs to. And they look armed, and like they are obviously armed and armored. Like these vests are Bamin, these vests are basically like modern day bulletproof vests, like Kevlar.
Sure.
And you guys can immediately tell. Actually, Bamin and Howl, can you give me a 20-sider? I like this, so we're just gonna do it again. Okay, alright. So, Bamin, tell me what makes the armor that they're wearing amazing. Like, it's so good.
think the thing with his armor, and I've seen it before, it's just that what it's made out of is it's incredibly light, covers up most of his body, making them very quick and hard to get. But since it's so, but being light does not affect its durability because, yeah, like you said, it's pretty indestructible, tough to get through. But I do know it's extremely flexible and very lightweight stuff that I've seen come through shops before.
All right. I think that, giving you just a little bit more, I think that this is dactyloid fibers. Like, it is somewhat null metal as well. Like, it's a weave that has some null metal. So, like, even magic is less effective, and pinpointing them down with magic is almost impossible when they're wearing this. It's like magical camouflage. Just to make it like that one step too far of worse. So, not extra bad, less bad than that Howl, but still bad. What are these guns capable of?
I think their guns, just looking at it, I can tell that they are exquisitely maintained. So if all the other guns are anything like cheaps, they're accurate as fuck, and that's dangerous.
Excellent. So yeah, Cheap like stops trying to look at Ammon's face, and then he's just like, "All right, well, we'll be back next week, same time." And Cheap just like, I think, starts whistling to themselves, but not the way that humans whistle. Like, it just sounds like a bird song as they leave the town.
Cute, but I'm gonna kill him.
Sally just looks over. Good luck with that. Those are some of the meanest. It's like, but remember his face. I bet he's one of the ones that are going to be escorting that nightmare of a machine on its way to their hideout.
I'll keep my eyes out for him, and I'm gonna get your pickaxe back.
It's like, I would appreciate that. It's like, you see him like wipe away a little tear. I really would.
I got you.
So
Die for that pickaxe.
Scour just like comes up with like TNT like taped together as a bundle. Just duct taped together, and he's just like, okay, so what's the plan? Did we just bombing this thing?
I'm into that idea.
Hear
Give
me
him a
out. What if
thumbs
we
up on the
steal
taped
it?
up TNT.
Before we blow this thing up, Scour. What?
What if we take it?
Wait. I love where your mind's at. Hold with me though.
Okay.
They probably have something on that ship worthwhile. And if we blow it up, yeah, we blow all them up, but we blow up whatever's on that ship. Can you go do a little reconnaissance and see what's on the ship for us there, Scour, before we blow the whole thing up, not knowing what's on there?
And leave the dynamite. Pim's just gonna like grab the dynamite away from Scour.
I mean, it's probably wise.
Scour's just like, all right. So we find where it's landing. You guys scout it out. I'll get on board, as I am, obviously the most qualified.
Yeah, like look, and I reach into one of my vest pockets, and I have a two-way receiver that I'll give him one, so he can communicate with us from inside the ship. So then that way, we'll know he can kind of give us a scoop while he's in there.
Like, he salutes. He's just like, yeah, it's just
And
no problem. Of course, we got this one.
I'll take the train hat too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then you guys just see him like lay on his back and start peeling off his sparkly pants.
Sparkly pants might be,
Yeah, you can't be sneaking into a ship with those sparkly pants and that train hat. Come on.
It is kind of a giveaway.
Yeah.
It's like he takes off like his leather jacket and he's just wearing like dark black Under Armour and a vest, and like the vest has like a flashlight and like a combat knife attached to it, and sheathed at his side is a machete, and over his back, like the way that Luffy wears his straw hat sometimes, is hockey mask.
I love how prepared you were for this.
He's just like, I've traveled with Bamin a lot.
Yeah, I reach into my other pocket too, and I have one of Scour's favorite liqueurs. So I give him a shot before he goes. Take this, and let's test out that radio real quick. Make sure our receiver, not radio, our little transceiver, make sure it works.
Absolutely. Oh my god, I don't have it saved anymore. I had the sound effect for the comms in Metal Gear 2,
Ah,
because that's the comms that Peanut uses.
all right.
Alright, so yeah, I think once we're fully prepared and like fully tested, like that thing's great. Here's where we're going to be in the middle of the night. This is where the thing is landing. And like this crew are out of their ship. They have a submarine right there. They are currently helping get this ridiculous monstrosity out of the water, and it is like, it's slow, but you guys can just see it eating up dirt. It's just getting right through. Very much like a tank in real life. It's just like crawling right through, and surprisingly, it's a lot quieter than you might expect. Other than the sound of the rocks breaking and stuff, it's not like a loud engine, like a loud diesel engine going.
The noise is good, because then that will hide our movements much better. Use that to our advantage. There looks to be like a lot of guys.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. You see the fire crew. We got cease, brush, and covering, or suppressing. And there is the Go Fish crew, which is a group of pirates from from Hammerpaw. This is mostly Jack Bart. This is Alice. Wait, I knew their names a moment ago. One of these is Calico, and one of those is Calico Jack, and the other one is one of Blackbeard's names. And this here is not. I named her, and then I remembered it. She is the Shaper's right hand. Like, she is a fox woman. She is dressed in the best way I can describe it is desert punk. Like, imagine steampunk, but very specifically in the desert. She is of a similar race to Ammon. And she currently has a bow that is reminiscent of like Elden Ring's great bows. And a bunch of arrows in a quiver, and each arrow is about the length and size of a javelin. But the bow is also incredibly steampunk, so it's like a composite bow made of gears. It makes a cool noise when you pull it back. It was Ferris. Yes, Ferris. There we go. Thank you. Ammon, because you're here, And like you rolled that 4. Wait. Yeah, no, because you rolled that 1. You can tell these guys are all here in mean business. All of them have guns. Like, you can just see that. Like, Ferris is like watching around incredibly carefully. They are meticulous about this right now. Like, the feeling you get when you arrive here is like aptitude, I guess. Like, they are doing everything right. Like, they are doing great. Scout was just looking at you guys, just like, okay, there's a couple more of them than I thought that were gonna be here. This is clear. How are we getting me on?
I was planning on just throwing you.
I was gonna say yeet.
So if anyone has any other ideas, I'm just gonna throw you.
I could portal him into it, but I do think throwing him is more fun. Portaling would be quieter, but throwing is definitely more fun.
The only I mean, we don't know what's inside there and where, like, you could portal them into a room full of them.
That's also very true.
I mean, at least with throwing, I can kind of see the exterior and maybe get them. And like, is there any doors, or is there a better spot where I could maybe safely?
Could I use my scope eye to
Yeah.
see if I can find like a safe
There you go.
spot?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All 4 of you roll me a 20-sider. For this is basically each 4 of you like looking out in your own way.
Yeah, I've rolled a 1 and a 3 so far, so.
Ammon rolled a 20 though.
There's
so,
a 20. I'm glad that wasn't my throw roll.
Right, that was just like your looking out roll. It's just like
I would have thrown Scour onto the other ship.
Bamin, like what is a bad spot? Like you're gonna be able to be talked out of this, so you're not like you don't need to do it. But there's definitely a spot on the back of that vehicle that looks like it would be really funny to throw Scour onto. It's definitely not the right place to throw him, but it'd be really funny.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's just something on the back there. It might be like a turret or something. But I think that is your problem. Like, I think you can't look beyond that spot.
I mean, if that's the spot we're going with, then buckle up. We're going. We're gonna. I think I can get him over there for sure. It's well within my throwing of Scour reach. I bet I could throw him over that mountain, actually.
And she's like, Scour's just like, oh man, I bet you could. We really should give that a shot sometime. And then Ammon, like, you immediately feel like the magic in this area. Like, there's something like a cool breeze or something. Like, you really just, the vibe clicks for you. And from a distance, like, you can see all these people, like, glowing, the like aura situation, however it is you and Nyx read people. And then that vehicle isn't there for you. Like, that vehicle is a hole in reality when you're searching for it with magic.
Which one's not real?
This guy. It's real, but like it has no magical presence whatsoever. So, sorry, and like that means it is made of null metal, and if we tried to have teleported Scour into it, Scour would have just like hit the side of it and made a gong noise.
It would have been just as funny as throwing him.
It would have been really good though.
Does anyone
Throwing seems to be the best way. It's made out of no metal.
Oh, I'm throwing them. Does anyone have any protection that they can put on Scour for when he lands? Is there any kind of spell or I don't know, any bullshit you guys got that we can put around Scour so that I don't know.
He
It's
he
in there a
puts his
little better.
hockey mask down.
I mean, I guess even just a hockey mask is good. Does have his hockey mask. Anyone got anything?
I can take off my bandana and just sort of wrap it around his neck so he doesn't break his fucking neck.
You guys got is like bandanas and hockey masks. No one's got like a protection bubble or something.
I'm non-magical.
No one's.
I'm magical in the way that I blow stuff up.
Okay, so you blow stuff up. All right. All right. Well, it was just a thought anyway. Sorry, Scour.
He salutes.
I
He's just like,
salute him right back.
Ammon takes off one of his rings and hands it to him. This will keep you safe.
Oh.
He whispers to the group. It's not really magic, but I just want to make him feel better.
Oh. All right. It's a good one.
he puts on the
Oh,
ring. He's just like,
suggestion.
all right. Oh, what
It's a
was
ring of
that?
protection.
I said the magic of suggestion.
Yeah. This will make you fall not as fast when you hit
It's like,
them.
oh, okay, all right. Like a feather fall situation. Like,
Yes.
am I looking at that kind of range?
It will kind of feel like a feather. Yes. Maybe not
Is this
quite
like a
feather.
cheerleader? Like, are you shot putting him, and is he like he leaping off at the like? Is this like a
Um,
practice routine, or is it literally just hucking him?
No, I actually kind of want to throw him like a javelin. So Scour's got to like straighten up, I think. And so I'm gonna hold him by like his thigh leg, like his little leg bones, and I think that's probably because aerodynamically he's already super skinny. So yeah, and then that way he goes in. He can go a little further. Maybe he'll go under the radar that way too. So he's gonna like stiffen up, and I'm gonna chuck him like a spear.
As
Yeah,
a member of the
okay.
cheer squad, I would like to just give him a quick little like reminder of how to fall gracefully. Like how to tumble when he lands to not break his entire body. There, that's the advice and the help that I can give him to not die. Cheers, squad.
Absolutely. Give me 3d20, Bamin.
Oh, is this for my throw or like how
Yeah.
well?
Oh, this
Oh.
is the throw.
All right, here we go. Let's do this here. We got ooh, I think I just moved people around. Sorry. Oh, that was not even that was a D100. I am not wise. Okay. There's an 11.
Yeah, and then one more. There we go.
Oh,
And a 2.
all right, 2.
That's fine. The 12, we'll take the 12, and the 12 does it.
Okay.
As Scour just gets launched over the whole thing, and you see him just land right behind Ferris, and he does like a handspring upon landing, and just like crouches down into like really low and pulled out his communicator, and he's just like, "There's a hatch here."
Okay. That was a 10 landing, by the way. Great job there, Scour. That was a great thing that you learned right before you.
So
flew into
good.
the air. Yeah.
So
very
good.
That ring really
Howell's
slowed me
holding
down.
up a 10 sign.
Yeah. We all have 10. We all have 10 signs that we all just held up. Can you get into the hatch?
It's just like you
Over.
see him like, no, over. He moves to the thing. He starts like lifting up. He's just like, I believe I can. Over.
Okay. Psh, over.
She's like, shh, going in. And then he goes in, and you lose contact with him while he's inside the machine.
Is the
And-
magic messing with our receiver, or would we just?
Yep.
Yeah. No reception
But-
there, huh? Yeah.
the machine starts heading off. Like it's heading to the east now, to where it's supposed to be. This group leaves with them. This group doesn't go. This group is starting to head back to their ship.
Well, Scar was a good friend, you guys. I enjoyed my time with him. Looks like he's one with the crab people. But we still got these cat people. Are they outside their ship?
Yeah, they're still outside their ship.
What do they want? Do they see us?
No, they don't see you yet. Like they just got done like offloading that. They helped basically tow that machine all the way here.
Yeah.
And they're just like they're exhausted. Like,
Can I throw anyone else from the party on that ship? Anyone else want? We lost one person. We got to go after the one ship. We got to go after Scour, right? Too fast.
That is the mission.
That is the mission.
Is their ship a thing on wheels, or is it just an underwater thing?
It's just an underwater fish situation.
It's an underwater fish situation.
But I mean, we could do this. All right, you four see why they're actually like still like here is they are like pushing out what can only be called scrap metal. Like imagine if you built a dirt bike out of garbage. So they have 4 dirt bikes that they have been working on in secret, and now they're on the beach and they're about to just drive around these dirt bikes for a while.
So we need those, right?
Yep.
I think we do.
What better way to travel the desert than dirt bikes?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Oh man. Let's dirt bike our way. Yeah, let's get these dirt bikes.
Scour will be fine for a couple minutes, right? I mean, that thing's moving pretty slow.
It is in fact slow. You guys do have time. I think it moves faster than like walking speed. But I think if you sprint, you can outpace it, but eventually like it will eventually find you and grind you under its treads.
Well, then I think, we've got an edge with dirt bikes, so...
There's always dirt bikes. All right,
dirt bikes.
so this poor group of people keep getting robbed. Like they steal you guys' motorcycles, you guys steal them back. Okay, so now there's a group of murderous cat bandits. Because, to be fair, we have all seen these people kill before. They have killed people. But they also really like motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
So what's our move?
We knocking these guys off the motorcycles, or is there going to be? I mean, can we bargain with these cats? What do you guys think?
I mean,
Do
I
we-
say
what do
they're
you think?
bad guys, and bad guys deserve to be punished. And as far as I'm concerned, we need those
We
more
need
than
those bikes, right?
yeah, like right now. So, do you really want to sit here and democracy our way through this, or
No,
Howl's
I'm
gonna
just
summon his sniper rifle.
yeah?
I'm gonna charge at them. So yeah.
And
let's get
Pim's
moving.
gonna immediately just pull out Slayer and try to kill 2 of them immediately.
So we got a few things going on.
Yeah, okay. So Howl summons a sniper rifle, and I'm gonna assume takes aim and fires immediately.
Absolutely.
Pim's gonna use Slayer and try to take out these 2, and I'm saying Bamin's charging this one because you wouldn't all attack the same thing.
Sure. Yep. Yeah, because we
Alright.
all kind of like start to move simultaneously. Like we made this decision very quickly, and we coordinated each different bike. So yeah, this Bamin's off to get that one charging.
And
So
Slayer's
yeah.
an insta kill for 2 enemies. Half of enemies.
Minions and below, not bosses.
Correct.
Okay, so this one, Slayer kills immediately. Like, what's that look like for you to use Slayer?
So Slayer was originally brought around when I only had a gun. So I'm gonna say that is still true. So I would say, like at this point with my other abilities and stuff like that, Pim has like full control out of each barrel. So I would say Slayer is just, point, aim, shoot, and it is just a dead shot, headshot right between the eyes. Just like, okay, cool, yeah, I need that motorcycle right now, and just, pew,
So
and he just flies off of the dirt bike back out into the Celestial Sea.
there goes Calico Jack. Mostly Black Bart takes the hit and falls off his motorcycle. I think both the motorcycles go careening over there. For now, like he goes down, and you see him like roll to his side and pull out. He pulls out a gun of his own. He's not going. We're not going yet, but he is doing that. Bamin, as you charge at this one over here, named Annie. But don't worry, she's terrible too. Roll me a 20-sider. Actually, I think 2 20-siders because you're doing what your characters do.
14 and a 2.
Alright, the 2's fine. Glad it wasn't a 1 because that would have been sad. But yeah, so Bamin, you like she's coming at you and like what happens? Did she ever see you before you hit her?
No, I mean this was well, she briefly saw me. She was looking down at her bike and like looks up and then just full on Bamin like 4-legged run charge, just bash her with my skull, and knock her off that bike.
For sure. And that bike just lands behind you. Like she's just like in the water, like getting like washed by the tide. Howl, your sniper rifle lands in your hand. This is all happening at the exact same time. When Annie got hit by Bamin, that happened at the same time Calico Jack and mostly Black Bart got shot. And this is the exact same moment for you. And you have, let me check what this one's name was. That one was Calico Jack. Oh, that's Thatch. You have Thatch in your in your sights.
Yeah, we're gonna fire. I'll use Deadeye. So it is a perfect shot right between the eyes.
And just like that, this motorcycle just calmly just do. Ammon, you see mostly Black Bart reaching for a gun, and he is about to point it at Pim. As of right now, I'm not saying that you feel particularly threatened, or even that Pim is particularly threatened. Like, it's not like that, oh my god, that's gonna kill Pim. It's just like, oh my god, they're gonna shoot Pim and hurt Pim. What's your play here? Do you go in on all this violence?
I think Ammon just sees everybody rushing in, and he's just like, "Oh, so that's what we're doing," and throws one of his scintillate cards out at the one about to shoot him.
Oh, sorry, it cut out for me just 1 second. Sorry, can you repeat what you said you were gonna do?
Sorry. So I think seeing all the chaos going on, it shocks Ammon at first, but he sees the guy about to shoot him, and he throws out one of his scintillate cards.
Oh yeah, sure. Are you doing it the one where you have to make a roll, or? Okay, yeah. Roll me a 20-sider. Nobody's cursed here. Everybody's fine. So, yeah, that's a success. Scintillate. It does burn them, though, right? You extend your fingers outwards. You make a bolt that explode on contact with crackling energy. Or they can be a harmless firework. Were you trying to hurt them?
Oh yeah, I'm doing damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So yeah, you see the scintillate card like hit him right in the face and explode. And yeah, 2's enough to finish him off after that. As he just collapses backwards on the beach.
Pim's gonna shout back to Ammon, "Hey, thank you for the assist."
Anytime.
So yeah, you guys killed that group.
Pim immediately rushes over to choose the coolest looking dirt bike.
What's the coolest looking dirt bike? And what makes it the coolest looking dirt bike?
A, it's got the most power. B, it's got the coolest colors. That dirt bike is definitely in like, a nice candy apple red with like some nice like teal accents. It's just like it's made for Pim. And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's the one. Mm-hmm. Yep, that is mine." And she's gonna pick it up and immediately start it. She's like, "All right, stop lollygagging. Let's catch up."
These dirt bikes are shitty quality. I'm gonna need to tell you that.
Yeah, well, at least it's
Okay,
cool colors, Alan.
Yes, absolutely. No, they will work for what we're doing here, but I need to know, like, they are knockoffs of cats, designed, built by cats that only have garbage.
Garbage bikes. Let's go.
So,
Please, dear God,
This
tell
one
me they
has
at least
flames
run
painted on it, so
faster
it
than
must be
walking.
faster.
Yes.
put everybody on a motorcycle. Even if you're looking the wrong way.
Ammon doesn't need eyes to see, okay?
This is the next zone, you guys. So, you guys come up over this hill over here. Silently. You guys rolled high enough that I'm not gonna, like, have you guys be attacked. But what you do see is the vehicle slowly moving through a canyon. You are up above it. You could see where it basically crawled down the wall. Like, so. You're still following it. It hasn't made it back to its base yet. But, I forgot to hide them, so I guess here they are. You can see posted all around this area are not particularly subtle snipers. And they are watching for anybody to make a movement. Like, you guys are just outside of the zone.
And every single one of them is fucking adorable.
They're all fluffy chickens. Here, let me walk you through them. This is Peeps. Look at him. Got a good look at Peeps. There we go.
Fucking chicken.
This one's Bwah.
What's that one's name?
Bwah. This one's Ka. And this one's Ka. And we already met Cheap.
I thought Cheap was the cute. Like, no, Cheap's not the cute. What?
Oh, there we go. You now know the names of all of my chicken NPCs. They are escorting it through this valley. You guys can tell as players, as who you are and as characters, this is an amazing ambush spot because if you would attack it from here, it wouldn't be able to use its sticky gunk launcher that Vulpa learned about, and you don't have to worry about the stun because you're not going to be in front of it, you're going to be above it. So you can see that this is a really great spot to attack, and they know about it too.
BRB, 2 seconds. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let me get Scour on the page. I think you guys from above see one of the ceiling roofs hatch lift up just a crack, and you start getting a communication from Scour Bamin, and it's just these guys have so much stuff.
What'd you find? Over.
Over. They inside. It looks like they're getting ready to build a factory of some kind. They're really getting ready to set up. It's just they have, and no wonder it's so slow. They have munitions like crazy. They have guns, but not quite as good. They look like they're gonna blow up any time, but they're gonna get the job done. Inside they have whole boxes and boxes of rounds. There's enough gunpowder in here to blow Haven make Haven a crater if they wanted to. It's just
Is there a lot of chickens inside the ship?
Inside the ship is really cramped. They don't got that. There's a small force in here. Most of the driving is actually done on top there. It looks like Ferris is just standing there at a wheel, but no, she's actually steering this thing. Inside so packed with items, there's no room to stand in there.
Did you happen to see any I don't know, fruits or mealworms or corn? Anything that we can get these chickens' attention away from us? Psst, over.
Bamin, please roll me a 20-sider. I'm gonna roll for Scour as well. So, okay, I only rolled a 6. But a 13's real good. What would elite mercenary sniper chickens get distracted by?
What do chickens love?
Mealworms.
Mealworms.
Yeah.
Is it just looking at it almost like a it's just yeah, absolutely. I think that they were getting ready to start up because it's a 13 is why this is happening. Sky was just yeah, they got a box of bugs here. It says it's from the farm. I can let them go.
Can you throw that barrel off the? Can you pick up that barrel, or is it too heavy?
He's just oh no, I think I can do it. I mean, it's just and I think it's one of the a cask. It's a cask of mealworms and crickets from Sonnery. Specifically from the farm. And it's you guys just see the hatch get pushed back up again as this thing is very slowly moving through the canyon below you. And then you guys just see this little barrel get pushed over the side of it and then break on the ground below. And I'm going to need all of you to roll 20-siders to not get enthralled by these things. Okay. Oh, shit. This is some bad rolls. Alright, so, Pim, like, you see a bunch of bugs, like, crash on the ground, and then it's just like, ew. Bamin, you see these bugs crash on the ground, and, like, it takes it. You have a tough choice. You can see them. It's either you or Scour. That's your tough choice. Scour will look over the side of the ship and see them. He will either see them as whatever he wants the most, or you'll see them as whatever you want the most. Like, you want to collect them. When you see them, you want to collect them. You want to put them in your pockets. Or, like, maybe... It's just like, no, you need these things. Like, no, they should be around you.
Yeah, I see them.
Howl and Ammon, you guys, you never saw them become bugs. Like, Ammon, it is... You see little bottles of the sacred water from the oasis all over the ground, like little vials of it. And you know exactly what it is, and some of them are hitting the ground and cracking, and you're watching them evaporate. Like right there, like this sacred water that doesn't come back. But Howl, what do you see?
I think Howl, being the gun nut that he is, just sees a bunch of fun-shaped bullets.
Absolutely. And this is so fun. It's like, oh, I bet that's an incendiary round. I bet that round shoots lightning. I bet that round shoots... And then, you see...
they all do fucked up stuff.
Right? And they're like, but no, some of these are, falling underneath the treads of this vehicle, and they're getting broken. You're never going to be able to use those. And then, Pim, all at once, you see, other than Scour and you, every head goes to that spot.
Right. So I'm gonna rip the communication device out of Bamin's hand before he starts, picking up and trying to devour bugs, so I can communicate with Scour. And I'm gonna call up to him and be like, "What was wrong with those bugs, and why is everybody going ape over them?"
It's like, I don't know, but it got their attention. How? And he's like, wait, where's Bamin?
Picking up bugs,
Over.
stuffing them in his pockets.
There's
Over.
But there's
I
all
think
these
Ferris
scammers
is not
involved.
falling for it. Ferris is still driving forward. But you all can do whatever you want to do. Your next action can be whatever your next action you want it to be. But if it's not going after the fallen items, you have to roll twice and take the lower.
If it's not going after the fallen items?
Yeah, except for you. You're fine.
Oh. God. So good. Can I take a shot at Ferris?
Yeah, you can take a shot at Ferris. Go for it.
Jesus, there's so many people everywhere. This is bad. I'm going to take cover, and I'm gonna deadeye at Ferris.
Alright. So yeah. You just open fire with all 9 barrels. Like that situation, just a normal shot, but it is just that you just shoot.
So, yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think she gets hit, and you see her take this shot. And I think for flavor, like you see her fall down to her like to one knee, and like hold like right. I want it like you could shoot her basically anywhere, but I want it right in the chest, like right where the heart would be, because that feels like it's gonna look really cool.
Mhm.
As like she pulls her hand down, and like you see 9 bullets like fall off of her bulletproof vest because she's wearing the same kind of armor as everybody else, but she's hurt. You broke ribs. Like she did not like bat that off. Like it's because of the quality of gear that they have right now. And like you hear her scream to Bush to take the wheel as she like dives the best she can for her bow, but it's clear that she cannot use her bow at full strength after that shot. If you don't want to like, if you guys don't want to do something going after that item, you can just wait till one of the NPCs does something. It's like, because I'm ready to go with multiple characters. But we can go in whatever order we want to. This is clearly turning into a fight.
I mean, Bamin's obviously, I think Bamin sees a whole bunch of like gold, but resists the urge. So Bamin's gonna try to, out because I was just talking about the mealworms. So like, I see gold. I think it's gold, and I want to get it, but I'm gonna try to fight the urge.
So you guys are like above everybody right now. You do also still have your dirt bikes, and they do work. And most of the like all the chickens are gonna spend a turn moving in to try to like go after whatever it is that they see.
Wait, are all those chickens going towards the mealworms that fell out?
Yep, every single one of them.
Listen, who took the dynamite from Scour?
I have
Did
it.
anyone? You have it?
Yep.
We could put it on these bikes. We could ride those bikes down to where those mealworms are. And we could blow up all these chickens.
Oh my god, yes.
Howl will gladly sacrifice his bike for this.
Yeah, let's strap a piece of dynamite to each bike, and when the chickens get close, we'll blow them all up.
Alan, do you remember how many sticks we had?
Definitely enough, for sure.
All right. So
So
yeah, Pim's
Howl.
gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Pim's gonna start tying them onto the bikes.
Yeah, Howl's gonna resist the urge and tie a stick of dynamite to his bike. And after they get sent down the hill, I'll use Kindle and lob a little fireball in there to set them all off.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. We're gonna see some fireworks tonight. These chicken feathers are gonna be all over the place.
Absolutely. Don't worry about the rolling twice and taking the lower for this one. Well, I'm gonna have you each roll, to help out with this. Ammon, you did get a 1 on your resisting it roll. And in my head, and tell me if this is okay with you. I feel like they're making a plan, and Ammon's just staring at the vials. And then it's kind of like all 3 of them are like, and break. Like, kind of clap at the same time with their, like, ridiculous mission to, like, launch these dirt bikes into the side of a train submarine tank thing. Do you resist trying to save that mealworm thing? Are you good
The
at it?
moment, sorry, the moment that they break, Ammon is just speeding for those vials.
So it's like, you guys see Ammon dashing for it. I think it's just as like you guys make sense of it as we're going. Can you roll me a d20, all 4 of you? Howl's, Bamin's, and Pim's are for one thing. Ammon's is for something else. Okay. It was Pim 14, Bamin 2, Howl 11. The 2 successes make it a success, so we don't have to worry about the 2 failing it. And Ammon also succeed. Ammon, you rolled a 13 to succeed. On your way down, like, those vials start to wiggle. And, like, undulate. Like it might be just a pile of bugs.
Bamin shouts out what, your name and tries to get your attention. I think it all starts to clear up a little bit for you.
Ammon's just gonna like blink and look back, like, what happened?
You might want to get back here, buddy. There's dynamite on bikes.
It's just like, then you guys just start to see the chickens get like closer to it. And like they definitely like pull their guns behind them and like they're looking like really close at the pile. And then we just see the bikes coming, each strapped with TNT. And Ammon, do you do a dramatic jump out of the way while the explosion's happening and like silhouetting your roughly body?
Only if
Or
it makes
like-
that noise, right? The
Yeah, no, Ammon will just like jump out of the way.
So yeah, we killed all the chickens.
Did it blow up? Did we get him?
Yeah, it blows up. I think you also might like put this vehicle on its side.
Woo! How many feathers are there?
They're gone because I don't think any of you had the ability to know, but Hammerpaw from the scrapyard, they don't have access to mana batteries, and they don't have access to like all the same technology you guys have, but they do have access to nuclear power that is happening inside the scrapyard. So you just kind of nuked this place.
Oops.
I made notes.
I'm sure it's fine.
I made notes. It's like they're powered by nuclear power, and then it's just like we're gonna blow them up. Yes, you are.
Let's just strap dynamite to nukes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Flew overboard, but it was pretty.
That, my friends, is what we call overkill.
I think the Scour is just like, that was sick. Also, there's a giant hole in that side of the ship. I think it's like on the opposite side of this. Like Scour is like, you can see Scour as he's like hiding. There's crate after crate of items. The treads on the side where the explosion went off are completely gone. This thing cannot move right now. But you do see Ferris, Brush, Cease, and Suppressing mount the tops of it like the other guns. You guys do see Ferris like raise her hand into the air, and she is going to fire a flare, like a SOS flare.
Can I shoot the flare out of the sky?
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead, give it a roll.
I don't want anybody calling for help. I cannot.
So your bullet just misses the flare, and then it goes off. I think the flare is definitely SOS, like come get us flare, instead of a like we need backup flare. Or it might be both, honestly. So what's you guys' plan? You've already destroyed this vehicle. Like, it is, the materials inside are still like salvageable, but they could not get this thing to work in the future.
Can Pim run down and get a peek-see at that supersonic weapon for, future reference? And definitely Fish Tinger research and development.
If you guys go down there, like, they are going to shoot you.
Oh, okay.
Like, the only reason that they're not shooting at you right now is because you guys do have the high ground on them.
I have the high ground!
Do we kill them and then take a peek-see?
I mean, I feel like that's the right idea, but I mean...
We already
working
nuked
for
them,
us.
so what's a
Yeah, I mean-
gunshot between enemies now, right?
Yeah, I mean, the mission is done, technically. So yeah, let's go,
We've murdered stuff, so might as well keep murdering.
let's go murder. I gotta get that pickaxe back. Oh, yeah, on my way down.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, oh,
No,
it's
you-
gone!
You just nuked that pickaxe.
Mistakes were made.
So I think like Brush right at the front is just gonna like turn this weird like sludge cannon on you guys and try. And he's just shooting it up. What? How did you say that this worked linear? Like it was.
Said nets or sticky stuff.
Yep, I think it's just like, I think it's kind of like a glue scenario. Like you guys just get howitzered, and like it slams down, and you're all like mouse trapped or rat trapped to the ground. That sticky glue kind of way, and like the area near you, like so Pim, like your left arm is being attached to a rock on your side. Mon, I think one of your feet is stuck to the ground. Howl, your left hand is stuck to your left leg.
So
And
what
Bamin-
you're saying,
Go ahead.
I said, what you're saying is my arm is stuck right now. So this is my opportunity to cut off my own arm and rectify me never losing my arm to Guy Fieri.
I don't think it works that way.
Just kidding.
No, it's just like it'd be the most wild. Like your arm gets a little bit of glue on it. It's gone.
I cut it off with my own axe. I'm like, I did it.
It's like that one movie. If he just jumped to it immediately.
Yeah, Saw. It's just like, okay, cool, I'm out. Let's go kill people. And I'm just bleeding to death slowly. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get a cool arm later, and then just passes out. You guys have to drag me the rest of the way through the mission. It's great. It's fine. It's fine.
I can make you another arm.
Bamin,
This is what I want, Bamin. This is what I
Mhm.
want.
I'm just saying.
Everybody wants those prostheses.
I want prosthetic arm. I will never forgive myself.
I offer
Okay.
it constantly, guys. Constantly, I'm offering.
I
this.
should have taken. I was too scared. All right, so we're glued to stuff. What's Bamin glued to?
Bamin has a huge rock glued to his tail. Like, it's not enough that makes him not able to move. It's gonna make it like harder, but it's kind of got like the an anklet the hammer tail situation going on.
Yeah.
That's what Bamin's dealing with.
It's definitely gonna make my whirlwind attack much stronger.
All right. So what do we got? And you guys can you can take just one turn to just tell me how you rip it off, and like how you like can fix it if you want to, or just stay stuck.
I mean,
You do see Cease and Suppressing over here are like loading up like what look like very strong guns themselves. And like they look nervous though, for the record. This is the first time they're doing work directly for the Shaper. there was supposed to be 2 other like really good like pirate hit crews here to help out, but one of them got excited by motorcycles and died, and one of them got killed by those motorcycles. So
as far as the rock on my tail, am I strong enough to just keep it and use it?
I think so. I think as long as you can incorporate how you're using it into the role play up to that point, then I'm okay.
I mean, I obviously gotta. It slows my walking and movement down, but I feel like Bamin is strong enough to be able to channel that energy, and possibly use that.
For sure. Are you like are you running at it yourself, or like
What's
are
that?
you jumping on it?
The vehicle?
Yeah, because it's technically in a canyon below you. Like if you roll bad, it's gonna hurt. But if you roll high, you can literally just dive bomb this thing with a rock tail.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. We'll leave it to the roll. I would like to try to dive bomb this with my new rock tail.
I'm here for it.
Yep. That's what we're doing. Do you want me to roll?
Oh yeah, 1d20, please.
You got it. That's what I'm talking about.
19 though, fuck yeah. Do you want to come right down on somebody, or do you want to
I want
to?
to smash one of these crabs with it as well.
Just dealer's choice. Which one do you want to kill?
Should aim for the one with the gun.
This guy has this one over here has the glue gun, but these two have like high-powered guns themselves as well.
Yeah. As much as I love the glue gun guy, I think we'll go for the glue gun guy.
Poor Brush. What's it? Do you just come right down on him and just crack his shell?
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, I start by rolling to get a little momentum since I can't walk that fast, so I kind of roll down the hill a little bit, and then I launch off and then like kind of, I don't know, charge that up a little bit, right? Like, and then, yeah, I'm gonna hit him right. I'm gonna slam it right on his head and land on my feet.
I fucking absolutely like a front flip, like a Sonic spin drill situation.
Yeah, like Blanca. Like I'm like
a
spinning.
Blanca ball with a fucking tail, with a hammer tail.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And the momentum of the spin is where that rock is gonna get all, and then it's gonna.
Yeah, for sure. You crack him and he goes flying forward and smashes against the rocks below. And because it got turned into a 20, you land like right on the top. You can keep the tail for the rest of this game. Like you feel it. Like you've done that, so now it's balanced.
Yeah,
it's chipping away.
Sure. And I mean, but after that, Bamin looks back at it and is like, I could get used to this for sure.
That's a new weapon design.
Kind of swings his tail back and forth. Already getting used to the new weight.
Ferris, who is is standing in the driver's seat of it, although it's no longer moving, like her holding her left side with her hand, not using her giant bow, pulls out I think it's called a shodel, like a super curved sword that almost looks like a like a sickle, and she's just like holding it out to you as she is like taking multiple steps back and away. She's looking up at the flare that she just put out, but like she is not looking to engage you right now. She is trying to slink away. She's not running away, but she is like setting up a defensive position. For you other three that are still up there, what you guys doing?
So I'm stuck to the wall?
Yep, you're stuck to this big rock right here.
You're not gonna let me cut off my arm. No, let's see. What is the wall made of?
Stone? Sandstone?
Can
Not
I
the
break
hardest.
myself free? Like, can I like knock at the rock to like break myself free?
Yeah, for sure.
Will that count as my turn?
No, you can do it quick. Oh no, just it won't count as your whole thing. Go for it. Unless you roll a 1, and then I'm just gonna like get you further stuck.
Okay.
Like you just, why did you put your face on it?
Why is your tongue stuck to the rock? Like,
Why did you lick the glue?
why did you fucking lick the glue?
Yes,
damn it!
yes. Why did you lick the glue?
You have gotta be kidding me! Well, now my face is. Can I chew through it?
Hey, Howl and Ammon, Pim, and it's just like it looked good from. Okay, Pim.
Mhm.
I never liked you guys looking incompetent, even for a joke.
Okay.
You,
guys, the glue tastes real good. It's
Yeah.
great.
it's
You
delicious.
should try it. It's delicious.
You can see Ferris down at the down there is holding up her weapon in a guard position towards Bamin, and it looks like she's just like that's all she's doing. In her other hand, you can actually see her spark a fuse. You can rip your arm free. I'm not ripping your arm off, but if you had any tattoos on that arm, you don't anymore. And it hurts.
My
But you
other
can shoot
option
that
is
out
to
of Ferris's
lick the
hand.
wall. My tattoos. My tattoos. Can we specifically rip off the tattoo from the ringleader?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Yes. 100% yes.
That's totally what we're doing. We're ripping off the ringleader tattoo and I'm shooting it. Pow! She's literally screaming as she's ripping it off the wall. And, you know, she's screaming and shooting at the same time. It's like real epic. Glorious.
And yeah, you see like the bullet go right through the right through Ferris's hand, and just like in the does a little explosion, but doesn't do what she was looking to do. As she's holding her hand, Bamin like right in front of you now, to see Ferris like holding her hand as she bleeds. Ammon and Howl, you two are both being trained on by the 2 crab pirates on the back. Like they have been harrying you with shots. Like none of them have hit you, or if they've hit you, none of them done like HP damage yet. Like you might have scratches or like flesh wounds, and that's all fine.
So I see them looking at us. Can I will de-summon the sniper rifle and summon the hand cannon instead, because I'm still stuck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I want to fuck their day up. So I'm going to overload a last light at them. And it instantly kills commoners or minions.
Oh god, which one did you kill?
This
one's cease, and this one is suppressing.
Suppressing.
Goodbye, suppressing. Oh, what's it look like?
So I summon the hand cannon, I point it at suppressing, and the eyes go white, the tattoos glow. It would look really cool if my hand wasn't stuck to my leg, but we're dealing with it. And I fire off just a big white light beam, and he disintegrates.
Oh, just fucking gone. Alright. Ammon, you see that moment? Like, as soon as that happens, Cease is looking next to him. and then like he looks up and he like matches eyes with you, and he's about to start loading his gun, but you have a moment, like you know what he's going to do is basically it's. And I'm not just because you're like a weird psychic fox, but because we know people. And like in that moment, you have whatever it is that you want to do.
Bird Psychic Fox is my new call sign. But Ammon's going to use Bedazzle on him.
For sure, yeah. Bedazzle's another one of those ones that we get. Also does 2 damage. That each. All right. All right, roll me a 20-sider. Two. Okay. I don't think this is means that you don't know how to hit the bedazzle. He sees that that's coming, and you guys see Farah hit a button, and it just, you hear a terrible noise. Absolutely terrible. It is true and utter silence, like complete silence, radiating off of this vehicle, and you can't even, because this world works on the magic of this world works with spirits resonating at cool frequencies. That's how this works for the blanket statement. And so you guys have always been able to hear a song happening at all times in the background, even if you're not consciously aware of it. You are consciously aware that it's not there right now. And you watch that bedazzle smash against a shield of null. They figured out how to project it. This vehicle is now resonating with anti-magic.
Sorry, I'm a little confused. I don't know if a glitch happened, but on my Roll20, that came across as a 17, not a 2.
Did it? I see a 2.
Here, let me just send a screenshot.
No, okay, no,
I see the 2 on the
17.
die as well, but it does read 17
okay,
in the chat.
okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's messed up.
All right. Sorry. Ammon, you snap to it and realize you have to do that spell faster, because if you don't do it fast enough, that is what's going to happen. She's going to turn on null magic. Can you send one of those bolts to her?
I'll send 2 to her and 2 to the guy.
Absolutely. So yeah, we see what would have happened if you had just gone for cease. There we go. Having a fortune teller character is actually really handy for this. And you Cease just goes flying off the back of it too, and you hear his shell crack as he hits the ground. But Farah's just holding. She's basically got both of her arms crossed, and she's hopping down off of the thing, and she's trying to make a run for it. You guys are hearing some commotion, other vehicles coming, but Scour comes out the bottom of it. It's just we got the ship. It feels weird in here.
What do you mean feels weird?
Just feels bad. It's too cramped, even when there's a lot of space. Just feels like the air is dead. I'm gonna roll 2 20-siders for Farah getting away. Storyline wise, I'd like her to get away, but
Okay. Because I was gonna take another pot shot.
okay. So with a 9, she's gonna get away and she's going to accept your pot shot. Where you putting that bullet?
I'm gonna say since I know that she has the vest on from shooting her before, so I'm just going to try to shoot her right in the leg to kind of slow her down. No, correct. I'm gonna go straight for her string arm for the bow, so she is like basically out of commission with the bow, like perma.
Yeah, she'll take that shot, and like she does the really lean forward while like running away thing, but catches herself and looks back, and Pim, you feel Nemesis being put on you.
I'm gonna put Nemesis right back on her. So now we're just staring at each other.
Staring contest, go.
She's just like, it's like, I haven't blinked yet. I haven't blinked yet. I haven't blinked yet.
Pim's still just.
I thought we
Mean
were doing a
muggin'.
virtual staring contest. I could lie about this.
Same. We could go all day.
Really, really could. All right.
Want to roll
so,
for it?
You could roll for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Which one goes? I don't. I think I might. I think I might have this one. It's like, oh my god, Pim, you did break first. Is it because your arm just hurts too much?
We both 20'd, dude.
Yeah, I see a
I
20
saw a
instead of
9.
that 7.
No, we both 20'd
I saw a
in the
7.
chat.
That's so weird.
We gotta roll again. It was tie for 20s. Okay.
I honestly think it's just like it goes on and it breaks. It breaks from a distance thing. Like you can't even see her eyes anymore. She's just walking backwards. As like you guys do see some like people like come in and like pick her up on little like they look like the chariots that are being pulled by hold on.
Should we all refresh?
I did refresh, but Roll20 just might be like really finicky today, which kind of sucks because like I like seeing when we roll 20s. The people that came and picked her up were on chariots being pulled by these guys.
Grimp?
Like they're just real weird little ball guys. I like them.
It's like the golden snitch, but like a shrimp. Golden
It's like
shrimp.
They will consume any and all metal as long as they will continuously eat any and all metal unless you give them a brass ball, and then they will balance themselves on brass balls. That is just who and what they are. But yeah, so Farrah gets out of here. This ship is all you guys. Is like you're fine for it now.
Can I
Yep.
unstick my hand from my leg now?
Yeah, I think given a second, like you guys can figure out how to like. It's gonna be a like it's gonna feel weird for a while, like you got your hand covered in super glue. But what can you do?
You can have fun peeling it off later.
Anybody have fun with that? Like with super glue, Elmer's glue is one thing, but super glue, like it takes so much skin when it gets off.
Yeah, it could take like days.
That drives me nuts for days.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So we added a new weapon / vessel.
Okay. Multiple things. This is null metal. And not only is it null metal, it's the real bad kind of null metal. The one that certain magical characters can't even touch. Like I think Ammon, it doesn't burn you. But like it's probably uncomfortable. Howl, it doesn't burn you unless you've got your tattoos glowing.
Noted. I am standing 10 feet away from it.
All right, so can I take this opportunity? God. Is there anywhere safe we can put it to do research on the weapons?
Right now the treads are completely destroyed.
Okay. Can I do research on the spot for the two primary weapons, the sticky gun and the supersonic thing?
Sure, yeah, go ahead and make me rolls for that.
Okay. Should I do two, one for each?
Just one.
Okay. Shit.
I think again, it's not being bad. It's just bad news. Like you figure out like more or less how it works. It's kind of like just a glorified bell or speaker, like a glorified speaker, and it's just like you find the frequency that it uses. The technology is perfectly fine, and like, oh, you guys could do this, no problem. Like, but what makes it stun them? You realize that what they are putting out is a low tone version of the shield that Ammon saw. Like they have weaponized the sound of silence.
The sound of silence. Okay, well that's messed up. Pim's gonna, keep a record of that, and she's gonna bring it to the smart people and let them know that.
Oh, for sure. Like we could definitely going forward, even with a 5, like Phil and Crisis, your R&D team, you guys can come up with a way to like make a gun that shoots, that only hurts AP. Like that's what stuns you about it. It drains you to 0 AP and you collapse because you're just exhausted.
Yeah, I'll bring that back to R&D. The bigger question on hand, guys, is this thing is super dangerous to a lot of people, and it is made up of stuff that is super dangerous to a lot of people. And none of this material can get in the wrong hands. None of these weapons can get into the wrong hands. Scour! How much more dynamite you got?
Used up all his dynamite. Yeah?
We did. It's like, sorry.
Is there anything on the ship as far as explosives go?
It's like, oh, most definitely. They stockpiled for a war in here. And he he shows you many of the boxes that, like I was telling you, it's absolutely full of ammunition and gunpowder and drilling devices. A lot of devices for drilling.
Is there any paperwork or plans or anything, maps maybe, that may indicate where they may be drilling?
Not actually, yeah, absolutely. It's the place that they were trying to take over.
Okay.
Yeah, the place that they have a little hideout. So
Over on the west there?
over here, down here. This is where Malpractice and Sally Forth live.
Mm-hmm.
One of these buildings is being taken over by the Shaper and his pirate group, which you guys just killed a lot of them. Like a lot.
Okay. Yeah, so we need to make sure that they don't get their hands on their drilling equipment. They can't get their hands on this machine and try to fix it. They can't get their hands on the weapons that are on it. We need to blow it up.
Could lob another little fireball in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say anybody that wants anything, grab stuff. Pim's definitely going to stuff all of her pockets with ammunition.
Can you grab me something fun in there?
Absolutely. So yeah, for our magical folks that are here, Pim will gather up some goodies and so on and so forth. She's going to take any kind of maps and records and stuff like that to show as proof before hopping back out. So that way she's got, some evidence and what have you.
The maps and stuff that you see are the same stuff that we saw during the last game with Vidra and Arthur during their interviews, where the Shaper explained what he is doing. He intends on drilling absolutely giant holes into the world and then dropping purified null metal into it to lower the magic of certain sides.
Then fuck the maps, grab the ammunition, get off the ship, and blow it up. What do you guys think? Explodey?
Oh yeah.
Explodey, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Then, Pim is going to get out of the way.
All right. Bamin, can you roll for Scour for me?
Sure.
This is just for... Oh, roll 2d20 and take the highest. Because now I have to look 2 places. Okay, that is a 10 and it says a 10. That is also a 10 and says a 10. We've glitched it a different way. Now it's only 10s.
All 10s.
All right.
Oops, all 10s.
Do you want me to roll a third to see if it's a 10?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great.
Just for funsies. 14.
It was a 14. So that's good. We figured it out. That's not... Tough choice, Pim. Scour is going to set these explosives because he is a demolition expert. We have confirmed that. Like, he is setting it up in such a way to absolutely destroy this. He has to destroy everything in there. Or, like, there'll be, there's a good chance that something will be left. So we're not going to be able to, like, do any more, like, studying about, like, making powerful land vehicles. But he could maybe save the treads if you guys wanted to make a land vehicle at some point. But that will leave more null metal in the world. Would you rather get rid of everything or start studying a new vehicle?
I am not a moral person. Keep the treads.
All right, so we're going to transport the treads back into Fishtinger. That's just going to happen.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that. So, this explodes, and I think it is terrifying. Because it is maybe the first time some of you have ever felt fire with absolutely no magic to it at all. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like magic is stripped from the air real quick, and you guys see in the smoke going up, it's almost like a tunnel that you're seeing going into the sky. And when it touches, and when it gets close enough, you see a hole through the night sky that you're looking through, like this beautiful night sky, the super fancy one, and you see a different set of stars. And you see the moon. And I mean, literally, you see the one, the actual moon. Like, not the moon that's in the sky here, but it's up there. And the moon looks a lot like a 12-sided die, everybody. But yeah, the smoke eventually fades. Ammon, that whole thing right there, all the smoke that has absolutely no magic, terrifying.
Nix, come get me. I'm scared.
I think somewhere in the world, Nick sneezes. All right, so like there is stuff all over the place. I'm gonna assume that you guys got your boxes out and stuff. Pim, your clothes are just covered in blood and glue. But don't worry, you're about Ferris's size. And in one of the boxes, you see an outfit. It's got a long sleeved crop jacket, a ruffled shirt, a leather belted waist corset, some long thigh high boots.
Mhm.
But you guys all kind of beat up a little bit. How
Oh
we get-
no, my
go-
clothes are so gross. Whatever shall I do?
Yeah, definitely the sun's a D100, but actually I think that the sun is actually two things, and it's just 2D10 percentiles just going all the time, just orbiting each other.
So I do definitely want to make it clear to everybody that I'm not just gonna go rubbing null metal treads on everybody's faces. So I will take that into consideration. That yes, it is dangerous, but we
Threaten me
do
with a good
want
time.
a land rover type situation. So it's gonna go into heavy containment at Fishtanger, and everything's gonna be fine. And the only person that's gonna work on it is myself. So everyone, stay calm. I will find an alternative. It will not be made of null metal.
Hey, we just put a bunch of null metal in Silver Thimble. Everybody panic.
Don't
'Cause
panic.
You,
It's
people roll too
contained.
many ones.
It's contained.
That's cool. That's cool.
And
How?
nothing can go wrong.
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Nobody go into my workshop. Off limits. I'm gonna like turn the door into like a teenage girl's bedroom door with like caution tape. Like nobody allowed. Pim's room. No touchy.
These guys, like, little bit wounded, like, missing 4 dirt bikes that you had a second ago. Like, you guys get back to Sally Manderforth's little shop. It's just like, that was a lot of explosions out there. I take it everything went all right, seeing as you're all here.
Couldn't have gone better, to be honest. I think it went pretty well.
And Scour's just like, I don't think those guys are going to be coming back anytime soon.
I give Scour back his train hat.
He fucking loves it. He's like, yeah, choo choo. And I think Malpractice, the cat doctor, will come like running up to Pam. He's just like, oh, my dear, that looks awful. Allow me to help. And he does start putting ointments and stuff on it. He's a good doctor. He's good at his job. Just you're gonna have to pay him. But right now you've done him a solid, so. He's just, oh, if Big Pharma could hear about this, he's so happy. And yeah, I don't really have too much more for this game, guys. You did not go inside it at all, which is fine. You just blew it up. You sent Scour in to do that dirty work.
I would like to apologize to Sally for not being able to get the pickaxe back.
Scour holds up a pickaxe. This?
Oh my god, look at you, you angel!
Oh, stop. They had it in storage. It's like
Ugh,
it looked valuable. Was it valuable?
only sentimental.
Gross. And he just like hands it over.
Thank
He's like, Bamin, what do you think? thinking about a shop here.
Yeah.
I think this is it. We could get Beef and his crew set up out here. That way they wouldn't be running so many problems in the Silver Thimble.
Make it work. Good. Yeah.
And like Sally's just like, I agree with this, and just Ammon, how are you doing right now?
Ammon is currently, I think, shaken by, first of all the murder, the terrifying no metal smoke that has him just like completely, like, he considers that just an ill omen, and the fact that none of the group has had a terrible fall like he felt like they were gonna have. I think it's just completely anxiety right now.
Oh yeah, shit, the terrible fall. Oh god. Next time one of you rolls a 1, no matter what the game is, well, you're in a terrible fall.
Solid.
Let's just make a note about that. Pim, Bamin, Howl, Ammon, terrible fall.
You did say it was somebody other than Ammon, though.
Oh, that's right, not Ammon.
You're
No,
safe.
don't. I very much recommend not going up to fetch a pail of water anytime soon.
Oh no. My crown!
No, like, Ammon's confident demeanor is just shattered right now. He is just constantly looking around, just anxious.
That's so funny to go from just like hella confident with like Pollux and Castor and everybody else, and then like you get put with this group and it's just like but they're all just like punching each other on the shoulders, knocking back drinks.
That was a lot of fun. We got to ride dirt bikes and blow stuff up. It was so cool. Ammon's just like abject terror in the corner, like.
Scott, I didn't get to ride a dirt bike. What's a dirt bike?
They go boom, apparently, if you strap dynamite to them.
Oh, man.
You helped.
Oh, yeah, from inside the weird tube of death.
We couldn't have done it without you, buddy. You're the most important person. MVP.
He just has his little train hat, goes back around one more time, choo choo. So, yeah, with that, you guys have. I didn't know how much of a success you guys were gonna have, so I was ready to like cede some of this territory to the Shaper, but you guys very much succeeded by blowing up my whole chicken army in one go. Which
Keep
honestly,
that chicken army.
I liked the chicken army. Imagine if I had just like painted a bunch of minis for them and you guys just nuked them all at once.
Literally.
Look how cute this one was.
He was so cute.
He
We
died.
killed him.
I mean, listen, they were cute.
It's adorable.
I'll give them some credit.
Rest in bois.
Oh. Oh.
Just fucking look at him. Oh,
It's just so cute. It's just fluffy chicken army.
We exploded them.
She sure did. It blew him to hell. In a fucking null metal nuke situation. Good job. I now know that that's a thing to look out for. But anyway, real quick recap for today's game because you guys handled it real fast. You guys were called out to the outskirts of Haven by Salamander Fourth and Malpractice, who needed a little help because their underworld was getting a little bit too piratey. So we went to investigate. They were landing a very powerful new vehicle made by the Shaper, which was basically a very long tank made of null metal that has like null metal frequency abilities to stop magic on just a sound level, which is terrifying. Also shot goo, like really sticky goo. The crew found them, got Scour on board, then attacked a different pirate crew that was delivering stuff for them, and murdered the whole lot of them. And then, again, we didn't go into their ship. Their ship had stuff on it. I have, like, here's the interior of their ship. You guys can't see it, but don't worry, there it is. We could have gone there. They murdered them for their dirt bikes. Then rode their dirt bikes after the vehicle. Got the high ground on a group of chickens. Tricked all of the chickens into wandering into one spot. Then blew them to hell. Fought, the Shaper's right hand, Ferris, beat the hell out of her like she wasn't even there. If you've got an idea, Vala, you can play it now, and like you can either shoot us if you just have like brainstorm. You can let us know in our one chat. But if you just have a solid idea what you want to do, just go ahead and put it in the workshop. I'll implement it for sure. And then instead of we decided to destroy the ship outright, and it was full of ammunition, so that was easy to do. We also blew up a lot of their ammunition. It's a sad day for everybody involved. Pym did manage to pull off some of the treads and is transporting it back to Fishtanger Industry. It will be locked up, but it is a large amount of powerful null metal in the city. It's like, I'm not going to do anything with it until like Pym starts rolling low. And then, yeah, Pym is the nemesis of, shit, I forgot her name again.
Ferris.
Anyway, Ferris, yeah, there's a two-way nemesis situation going on between Ferris and Pym.
And I stole her clothes.
And then Pym stole her clothes. And now Bamin is in talks with Scour about setting up a new shop out here in the... It's not really... It's outside of Haven. I think it's just called Outside Haven. Oh, shit. Outer Haven.
Mm-hmm.
I got it that time. It took me 3 shots, but we did it. It's Outer Haven. So, you guys all did great. Ammon got traumatized. Howl knows
What's
that he's
new?
susceptible to null metal if he's glowing. But yeah, I thought that game went great. We've got another game tomorrow at 5 p.m. if I'm correct. I know, and then is the game on Sunday change time or is the game on Monday change time?
So tomorrow and Sunday's games are normal time. Monday's game is at 4 p.m.
Okay, well there we go. I'm not sure what's going on. Am I supposed to guess? Nice. It's a good card.
Very nice.
We're getting very close to getting that game done. Anyway, I have to go to the bathroom like I might die.
Yeah, so it feels like a good time for us to wrap up. Tomorrow's game is Ceylon, Fully Nameless, and Vatna, getting the band back together, which I am honestly very much looking forward to. The second we were like, oh, we should do that. It's like, oh, yeah, no, we actually should do that. That'll be fucking amazing. So that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye forever.
See you tomorrow, everybody. Goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
In the celestial sea where stars align, Lockstitch will go where wonder lies. Its specialist crew a beacon of light. cosmic nights, stoic and with numerical grace. In Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an ancient history, now our secrets to keep. And Caster, the skillful pair, always the team with starry hair, with a bond so strong in the vast